Have you ever tried to get a job interview, maybe, only to find your first chat is actually with an AI avatar doing the screening?
Mm.
Or think about a giant like Disney,
Yeah.
the home of pure imagination and the surprising role AI is playing there. Welcome to the deep dive.
Huh.
Today, we're really pulling back the curtain on artificial intelligence. We'll look at its basic building blocks, right, from the simplest choices to the really complex predictions. Then we're going deep into how a company like Disney, which is all about imagination, isn't just thinking about AI, but actually using it right now to redefine how you experience things.
Yeah, it's fascinating stuff.
And our insights, they come from looking at how these topics are discussed, analyzed. It gives a really unique perspective on, tech meets everyday life. Our mission, pretty simple. Pull out the key knowledge, the surprising bits, give you a shortcut to understanding AI's practical side and its impact, especially in places built for magic. Okay, let's unpack this. AI, it often feels so futuristic, right? Sci-fi stuff. But what if its earliest form was incredibly simple? Something you've probably dealt with loads of times today without even noticing.
Well, what's really fascinating, and the sources point this out, is that the very first kind of artificial intelligence came out of those early programming languages. Think Fortran, COBOL. At its core, it was basically just an if statement.
An if statement, like if this, then that.
Exactly. Just a machine making a simple digital choice. Approve the loan if the credit score is good enough, yes or no. Super basic.
Wow. It's kind of incredible that such a simple thing, that binary choice. When you scale it up, it becomes the foundation for all this complex stuff we see now.
Absolutely. Not just history. It's still fundamental. In your phone, your smart speaker, everywhere.
Right. So how do we jump from that simple if-then to, systems that seem to understand us? I mean, think about those awful 1-800 numbers.
Oh, yeah.
Where you're stuck in a menu shouting, agent, agent.
Right. And the big question is, how do we improve that, make it less generic? Well, the evolution is these decision trees. They started segmenting customers. So you call in, and based on who you are, maybe your history with the company, you get put into a custom decision tree.
Okay. So it's a bit more tailored.
A bit, yeah. But then machine learning comes in, and this is where it gets clever. The AI itself starts creating those custom trees. It watches millions of interactions, sees patterns, and figures out the best path for individuals. It optimizes itself.
Okay, that makes sense. And it leads us to predictions, right?
Yeah.
Like, how does my email know what's junk? Mine's gotten scary good. Almost too good sometimes. Nearly missed a flight confirmation. Thought it was spam.
Yeah, that happens. So stepping back, a lot of that magic uses algorithms like naive Bayes.
Naive Bayes.
Yeah, think of it like a super smart categorizer. It looks at how often things appear together, like certain words in an email, and makes a prediction. Like, okay, the word Viagra and free money often show up in spam. So this email is probably spam. It gives a probability. If it's, say, 99% sure, boom, it goes to your spam folder. Maybe it never even reaches you. Some sources say like 40% of emails get filtered out right away.
Wow, 40%.
And it's always learning. When you mark something as spam or not spam, it learns.
Okay, so it's not just text. AI is seeing, too. How does image recognition work?
Yeah, the sources talk about neural network image recognition. It's basically teaching the AI to see. It identifies objects by looking at pixels. It uses either an outline approach, tracing the shape.
By connecting the dots?
Sort of, yeah. Or a box approach, just drawing a box around the thing. It learns from thousands, millions of images what a car generally looks like. Then it gives you a probability. I'm 90% sure that's a car.
Which is crucial for things like self-driving cars, I guess.
Absolutely critical. That system is making decisions based on like 60 frames of visual data every second, identifying cars, pedestrians, signs, everything in real time.
Okay, but hang on. Before you get into the Disney magic, there's a big so what here. The whole legal and ethical side of how AI gets trained, that's become a really hot topic lately.
Oh, definitely. It's a huge point of discussion. You look at the New York Times suing OpenAI. That's a perfect example.
Right.
The core question is, if these big AI models, these LLMs, are just scraping content from everywhere, news sites, Wikipedia, WebMD, whatever, without paying for it.
Yeah.
Well, what about the value of that original content? How do those creators get compensated? They rely on ads, subscribers, and their stuff is just being hoovered up.
So what are they doing about it?
Well, companies are starting to build their own proprietary vector databases.
Vector databases? Sounds technical.
It is a bit, but think of it as a secure, specialized library for their own information. It stores data in a way that AI can find specific things really fast, but it's their data, locked up. They control access, potentially monetize it, and stop the free-for-all scraping.
Got it. protecting their assets. Okay, so let's switch gears. Disney, built on imagination. Can you even picture them operating back in the day without computers?
It's pretty wild to think about. In the 60s, yeah, it was all paper ledgers, armies of clerks, even their big strategic plans, those famous diagrams drawn by animators.
No way.
Yep. Film was dead center, the absolute core. Then radiating out were things like TV, their early partnerships with ABC, which, funny enough, they ended up buying later. Merchandising, music.
And then the parks.
Yeah.
Bringing the movies to life, which are amazing. We all know that, but also, wow, they are expensive.
Yeah, Disney definitely isn't the budget option, are they? They found that sweet spot where people will stretch, really stretch for that once-in-a-lifetime feeling, and that drove the huge expansion. Disneyland, then Disney World, Magic Kingdom on both coasts, then adding Epcot, Animal Kingdom.
Yeah.
They really learned how to maximize that premium experience, pushing prices right to the edge.
Speaking of parks, it makes you compare, doesn't it? Like Disney versus Universal.
Yeah.
Especially how they handle queues, waiting in line. It feels different.
Oh, very different. That's a great point. Universal, particularly with Harry Potter, they really innovated there. The queue line is part of the story. You're walking through Hogwarts, Gringotts. You're immersed, engaged.
Right, you don't mind waiting as much.
Exactly. Whereas Disney often still has those traditional mousetrap queues, winding back and forth in a themed box, basically. It can get frustrating.
Yeah.
And that's a perfect place where AI could step in, not just to manage crowds, but to transform that waiting time into something more magical. It feels like a missed opportunity sometimes.
Okay, so what kind of AI magic could Disney actually use, or maybe they're already using it, to make that whole park experience better?
Well, the potential is huge. The sources talk about using text, image, and audio AI. Imagine decision trees optimizing your route through the park based on what you like.
Personalized routes.
Yeah. Or AI managing crowds using the cameras they already have everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Smart monitoring.
Yeah.
Suggesting, hey, avoid Main Street right now, take this side path. They have so much data on how people move.
That sounds super efficient. But does that risk making it too optimized? Like, where's the fun in just being told where to go all the time? Doesn't that kill the spontaneity?
That's a really important question. And I think the goal isn't just efficiency, it's about enhancing the personal magic. Think about AI avatars, maybe Disney characters, greeting you, providing instant translations if you're visiting from another country,
Wow.
or even entertaining you while you wait in line. Imagine Goofy telling you jokes specific to the ride you're waiting for.
Huh. That would be something.
Right. And the AI could personalize the rides themselves, maybe more splash on the water rides on a hot day, or adding more ride vehicles when lines get long. Imagine your kid's face if, like, Mickey Mouse actually said their name. Or the ride felt slightly different just for them. It's amplifying the core Disney thing.
Yeah.
Magic.
Okay, so let's drill down on that personalization. If I could tell an AI, look, I only want the front seat on the roller coaster, or my kid's scared of drops, could it actually guide me? Tell me which line to get in. Warn me about height limits before I trek all the way over there.
Absolutely. That's exactly the kind of vision people are talking about. A truly bespoke park day.
Wow.
And it could go further. An AI planning your whole day. Okay, Magic Kingdom is packed. Head to Epcot first. Suggesting dining reservations that fit your schedule and preferences. Imagine this. While waiting in line, your kids' photos get instantly turned into a cartoon, showing them riding alongside Lightning McQueen on a screen right there.
That's clever.
Or enhancing the animatronics, making them truly interactive, conversational, not just repeating the same lines.
So does this mean the Magic Band? Is it on its way out? It feels like maybe we don't need a separate gadget anymore.
That's what some sources suggest, yeah. I mean, everyone has a smartphone now, right?
Huh?
So the phone itself could become the main tool. Payments, photos, park navigation, ride preferences, all streamlined through an app. The Magic Band might become redundant. It's all about making the tech invisible, part of the seamless magic.
Okay, we've talked a lot about what Disney could do, but what are they actually doing now with AI? Are there real examples?
Oh yeah, they're definitely moving this way. That interactive Groot robot, the one that walks around and talks to guests.
Sized by Vin Diesel.
Yeah, that's one example. Direct interaction. And apparently there are plans for more characters, maybe Star Wars, Marvel. It's tangible AI characters in the park.
That is cool. Any other maybe less obvious examples, like in the hotels or something?
Yes, actually. Remember the Star Wars hotel? The Galactic Star Cruiser?
Uh-huh.
In every room on the screen, there was this conversational droid, D309I. You could talk to it.
Really? What did it do?
It was apparently super popular, especially with younger kids, like 5 to 8 years old. It just showed how well AI could create engaging in-character interactions. It had this huge database of Star Wars lore to draw on for conversations.
Okay, interesting. What about the movies themselves? Is AI involved in making characters? Or maybe how we watch films in other languages?
Absolutely. There's this tech called Tunify, came out of Pixar.
Tunify.
Yeah. It cleverly blends some of the voice actor's own facial features and expressions into the animated character's design.
You mean the character looks a bit like the actor?
Subtly, yeah. Think about John Lithgow as Lord Farquaad in Shrek. There's a resemblance. It creates this subconscious connection, makes the character feel more relatable, more human somehow.
Huh. Never thought about that. And a language thing. Making movies truly global seems like a massive task.
It is. And here's a key point. How do you get Tom Cruise speaking perfect Mandarin, not just dub, but looking like he's speaking it?
Right. The lip sync is always a bit off.
Exactly. So advanced AI is now working on modifying the character's lip movements to perfectly match the dubbed language. So Tom Cruise could be speaking Mandarin, but his lips move accurately, and it's still his voice, just speaking a different language. Netflix is investing heavily in this.
Right.
And automated speech recognition, the tech behind closed captions, that's already there and getting better, feeding into this whole unified, emotional, multi-language experience, keeping the original actor's emotion intact.
Okay, one last thing. It sounds like AI is even. Watching us watch the movies?
In a way, yes. That's sentiment analysis.
Sentiment analysis.
Yeah, they put cameras in test screenings in theaters sometimes. Algorithms analyze audience faces, smiles, frowns, surprise, fear, comparing them against huge databases of human expressions.
To see how we react in real time.
Exactly. It gives studios instant feedback on which jokes land, which scenes are scary, if the ending works. Direct audience reaction data.
Okay. So we've really unpacked AI from that simple if-then starting point to recognizing faces, killing spam, and, yeah, totally transforming how we might experience a place like Disney.
And stepping back, the big picture here is how deeply AI is getting woven into everything we do. Sometimes it's behind the scenes, optimizing things we don't even see. Other times it's right there, characters we talk to, services we use. It's all about using massive amounts of data to make experiences more personal, more seamless, more tailored.
Yeah, it really does feel like it's heading towards that custom-tailored world, doesn't it? Whether it's avoiding crowds at Disney or having a chat with a robot in your hotel, AI is shaping things in really fine-grained ways. So here's something to think about. As AI gets even better at knowing what we like, predicting what we'll do, what other kinds of personalization are we going to want or even expect? And maybe more importantly, how does all this constant optimization affect, our sense of just stumbling onto something wonderful? Does it change how we discover the world?